A TBI is a traumatic brain injury. A traumatic brain injury is an injury that someone sustains to the brain as a result of trauma, like an automobile collision, for example. A traumatic brain injury is not a one-size-fits-all injury. So each case has to be handled individually because each person is unique, and so are their injuries and what they are suffering. Sometimes a person who has suffered a traumatic brain injury doesn't know that they have suffered that traumatic brain injury. And it can take time for that injury to emerge.
Christensen Law have the expertise of 30 years trying brain injury cases. I don't think there's any debate that we've tried more brain injury cases than any other law firm in the state of Michigan. We stay on top of the science and on the crux of brain injury treatment. We have a case manager that works with every client. A case manager is a nurse who helps arrange for all the medical care that's going to be necessary so that that person's needs are completely met. And I don't think any other firm handles brain injury victims in this way.
When we're first contacted by a potential client and there's a suspected traumatic brain injury, it sometimes is evident, it's very clear. We can look at things in the emergency room, such as their Glasgow Coma score. And there's certain techniques and there's certain diagnostic tools that are used by medical professionals to determine if a person has a traumatic brain injury. And we work with those individuals.
The typical process for litigating a traumatic brain injury is involve a little bit more in-depth medical analysis, medical testimony. So it's very important that we educate our clients on what to expect when they're going to be evaluated by the defense doctor in terms of their TBI, and it's so important to provide thorough medical histories.
If you or a loved one has a traumatic brain injury, Christensen Law is here for you every step of the way.
We tell your story, so your invisible injury becomes visible.